On the left-hand side, we have the members of DeepFriedMingBalls. Sil on the ETC. Hooli's going to be on the Leoric. We have Silver Arrow on the Orphea, the Hen on that Thrall, and Miss So-and-so on the Brightwing. For the right-hand side, we have the members of Bull Moose Party. We have Krizo on the Stukov. Iggy is going to be on that Cassia Toast Monster. Excuse me. I think it's Toast Monster. Or no, Toast Monsieur is going to be on the Varian and, excuse me, Mass Assassin will be on that Jaina. And in the bottom lane, we have Winter Rose on the Zool. Ooh, it's a Backlash Zool. Backlash Zool. Interesting. What's going to be our first engagement? Crash Lightning from the Thrall. Hello. All right. All right. I'm assuming, does Thrall stay in the 4-stack constantly and try and build? I would assume. I was about to say 1-stack, but then the Lightning jumped back to a minion, so never mind. We have Leoric up in the top lane as well, so a bit of a different setup here than we typically see. Typically, it's a quick rotation between mid to top for our core 4, and the solo lane sticks in bottom lane. Just because it is a longer rotation from bottom to mid, as you can actually see on the minimap, there's just kind of a larger island in between with that control point A phase, or control point A location. In the top lane, though, just looking at Hooli, who's absolutely fine going into Toast and Iggy. Back in bottom lane, okay, so this is just going to be the rotations from the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. The issue that, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is a Crash Lightning Thrall, and the enemy team is rotating into the solo laner. Now, there could be an argument to say that, yes, they want to be able to rotate into this, but still, same thing. It's you want to be matching the enemy team constantly, especially if you're going to this direction with the Thrall, because you want to be forcing those situations where you can build those stacks early. Yes, you have the opportunity during the objective phase where everyone's going to be stacked up, but, you know, stacks and stacks and stacks. You got to get them dings. You got to get them dings. You don't want to be waiting till 3 minutes into the game to really start building that damage, because I believe you do build the damage along the way. It's not like, yeah, it's not like, I was just double checking, it's not like you have to finish the quest to get the damage. You have to finish the quest to get the priority bounces. But we'll see. We will see. Level 4 up on both sides. Zool continuing to push in through bottom lane, or if you're working on the camp on the left-hand side. And we have Jaina and friends diving onto the Leoric, who's able to Wraith Walk out of the lane and be able to disengage easily. Zool is going to go ahead and, I was going to say grab the camp, but it's a minute 40 away, so just considering maybe to rotate into lanes. But the members of Bull Moose Party are doing a good job of spreading themselves across the map, clearing out these waves. Jaina did not go into the... Mana? No, she's not Mana Addict. Not Chilling Touch. Dear Lord. Either way, Regeneration Globes at level 1. She went into the, I think it's Shielding? Lingering Chill, actually. So it's going to be increase the duration of chill from 4 to 6 seconds. Okay. Is it Fingers of Frost? Is that the level 1? Am I crazy? I think it is. Control point A will be opening up here in just a few seconds. We'll see who is able to grab this. Winter Rose is just making sure that this wave is pushed up and getting the friendly team closer to that level 7. Thrall in bottom lane still soaking up as well for the friendly team, and this will be a taunt Varian. I didn't look at that Varian level 4 until just now, but his heroic technically is already here, and that'll be a good way to lock down one target if is the burst available. Cassia, Jaina, absolutely. This will also be a wonderful play off of the Bone Prison from the Zool, or could be a follow-up to the Bone Prison from Zool. Really, really good setup going into all of that. Tried to look for the burst into the ETC, managing to take half their health, and forces the ETC to tap well. 7 talent here is here for the side of Bold Moose Party. DeepFriedMingBalls not too far behind themselves. No kills just yet in our Volskaya Foundry match as Bull Moose Party steps on point, forcing Leoric off. This is where Thrall really needs to make sure that they're here and active on this point. They need to be starting to build those Crash Lightning stacks and should be able to do so right now. There's their first one. We also have that level 4 quest being worked on as well by the Thrall. Toast is able to get a huge taunt onto Silver. Doesn't find the kill onto them, but Hooli does go down on that Leoric. So that's going to be first blood over to the red side on this control point. Orphea trying to throw out some damage as well. She is able to finish out the level 1 quest that is extremely difficult to finish. Hitting 3 enemies with a single cast of Dread Dread's Eruption. Permanently increase the Dread's Eruption damage by an additional 25% and increase the slow of Dread's Eruption by 15%. What is that baseline? I don't know. We'll have to look in just a second. Taunt goes out from the Baron. There's Lurking Arm. The Hen is getting very low. Winter Rose trying to use that backlash, managing to get that value, and that'll be another couple kills. Actually, this will be 2 kills this time for the side of Bull Moose Party. Kind of being a bit of bully on this point. All right, let's look really quickly. I'm just curious. I don't know what it is baseline. Orphea, can you... slow by, so you basically you get the slow to 40% at this point. Interesting, nice. Alrighty, we have the turret camp grabbed by Rizzo. Members of Bull Moose Party back on the point. Yeah. Thank you, Lazy Hydra. Thank you for encouraging me. It wasn't like I said it and I was like, it's not good. It's not very good. Another fight to break out right now as Leoric is trying to get some damage into the backline. Orphea is actually dumping damage into this variant. Silver just now has to back off. This is a bit of an awkward corridor to be fighting in. And actually, it's working out. Toast is going to go down. ETC finds the power slide. A double kill goes over to the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. Bull Moose Party trying to back off right now. Iggy being chased by a few of these members. And a bit of a clap back, I guess you could say, from the side of DeepFriedMingBalls, finding their first kill, actually make it kills of the game, evening out those 3 kills. Let's actually go ahead and cycle through the experience, damage, and healing and figure out what that looks like. I'm curious to see what, 3 slow kills over the objective phase versus these 3 bursty kills a little bit later. What is the difference in the experience? I feel like it's going to be a little close, maybe a couple hundred in the difference realm. Either way, we'll have a couple other stats to look at before that. 10 talent tier here first for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. Earthquake for the Thrall. We have the ETC Mosh Pit and Tomb, Eternal Feast. So a lot of synergies being built here. Earthquake is just great overall. You have Earth and Shield at level 20, which is a great team fight tool to be able to give shields to your allies. And then you also have the Eternal Feast, so keeping members slowed and inside that Eternal Feast is good. You have Entomb to lock them in further. You have an Mosh Pit as well. This is all very synergistic around the Orphea. And great play so far from this first Triglav Protector. They get the front gate on the side of DeepFriedMingBalls as well as the well. Lane sustain to be removed from that top lane, so control point B is a lot more difficult for the enemy side. This is actually mid lane opened up. I wouldn't be surprised if I was waiting to see, do they go for the fort or are they going to go for the bottom lane front gate? Because you could start prepping on control point C, which is oftentimes a Triglav Protector that ends the game for you. I actually completely didn't look at it, but I want to look. Wow, it's actually, what is that? 400-ish experience difference? Dang. From those 3 kills that we talked about. Power slide from the ETC and Tomb comes out. That's a lot of damage going out onto this Jaina, who goes down to the Eternal Feast, drops the Ring of Frost, locks down the ETC, who does get traded out. Zool with the Poison Nova is going to set up the kill into this Brightwing Earthquake from the Thrall. Can Hen find the kill? No. There was a wonderful Bone Prism from Winter Rose, and the Hen is locked into place, not able to chase onto Toast and find that other kill. So it's gonna be a 1 for 2 in favor for the side of Bull Moose Party. Thank you, Lazy Hydra. Yes. I need more Chuddle jokes in my life. That's the honest statement is I need more Chuddle jokes in my life. He'll come in here and just be like, they're bangers always. They're always good jokes. And an automated butt. Oh god, yeah. Butts have been the core of the Bahamut gaming community since day one, obviously. It's actually, I don't know, it became like, Kaylee always like brought it up, we always had jokes about it, and it just kind of became like the standard. And then one day, I was playing D&D and Stark messages me a bot, and he just goes, you might want this for your stream. And Butts bot, it's changed all of our lives. It's changed all of our lives. Bottom lane does have some siege coming in favor. Wow, the well actually goes down. That's big for control point C in favor for the side of Bull Moose Party, as the Hen will come down here and clear things out. Still working on those Crash Lightning stacks. 5 out of the, I believe, 30 necessary for it. Didn't get as many as I was expecting from that first objective phase, but we'll see. Maybe control point B is a little bit more delayed out, and they can build those stacks a little bit further. But Thrall being in the solo lane with that Crash Lightning is a bit of a rough go for that level 1. They did finish out their level 4 during that last engagement, the Frostwolf pack, which will be really, really useful. Just being able to spam Feral Spirits and set up potential kills. Bunch of pings in this mid lane as, ooh, and Entomb will catch Master Assassin. Mosh Pit comes out, catches the Varian as well. Eternal Feast underneath the Mosh Pit, and we are looking like it's gonna be a triple kill. Hooli gets the slow onto Toast. The Earthquake still happening from Thrall, and there is the triple kill as mentioned beforehand. That right there is a big wombo that played well for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. That was so very well coordinated. Catching the Varian there, that was insane. Like, that was like the toe of Varian. And with Control Point B unlocking in the next 14 seconds, this will be DeepFriedMingBalls taking down the fort of Bull Moose Party. Right, with a couple blink heals here and there. Thrall still managing bottom lane, making sure that experience is coming in for the friendly side and working their way towards that 16. Experience should be kind of offset at this point in favor for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls, as there was those 3 kills we just had, and some missed soak here and there by the red team, but... Oh no, there will be some missed soak, okay. I was waiting to see if Cassia was going to be coming into mid, but This is Bull Moose Party wanting to fight the enemy team before 16 Talontier hits. Taunt is going to go out onto the ETC, and Tomb comes out from the Varian. Eternal Feast will lock in the Varian as well as the Cassia. She goes down first. Varian still living for now. Power slide from the ETC, but no Mosh Pit for the next 40 seconds. No cooldown reduction either. No Encore at level 13. Going to be that Face Melt. A Ring of Frost will go out, but doesn't connect onto anyone. The Hen is able to find that kill. Actually, Orpheus snipes the kill from the Hen as the Poison Nova puts so much damage into this Thrall, who just needs to just proc their abilities. They get a heal as well as the phase shift from Brightwing, but in the end, Orphea cleans up, finding 4 kills, and overall, the members of DeepFriedMingBalls dominate Bull Moose Party with 5 kills in the end. Very well played from this blue side. Wow. Honestly, just wow. These layered heroics from DeepFriedMingBalls are so on point. They're so very on point. And even then, it's the Entombs. Like, the Entombs from Hooli are catching people in these awkward positions as well. Like, not only do you catch someone with an Entomb, but you catch them in the point where you've thrown it and there's not even an exit escape because of terrain being in the way. Like, it's been so very good so far from the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. It's not over just yet. We still have, I believe, I mean, it's Volskaya Foundry. This is only Control Point B. I need to BRB for a second, everybody, so I'm very sorry. BRB, I have to mute myself. See you in a second. Well, that was so weird. It's like the game paused for a second, but I could still move around. Crazy. All right, well, we're back into the game, everybody. Winter Rose is going to be... my mom called me, that's all. Sorry. They just landed in Reno, and we are coordinating as to when they come by and grab their stuff. So they're going to come by at 3, so we've got another roughly 3 hours of streaming, everybody. She was like, what time do you plan to stream? I'm like, I'm streaming right now. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's fine, Mom. This is Eternal Feast out from the Orphea. Another Entomb up against Winter Rose, who's able to walk through it this time, healing so very much with that blue build on the Zool. You can see just those cursed strikes healing the Zool back up, but he ends up going down in the end. ETC there was like a second delay, but the mosh pit does come out underneath Mass Assassin. In the end, our red team turns things around, and Bull Moose Party are going to go ahead and force back the enemy team. That was really well played, and they saved the fort. That Trigla Protector, I think, got a fort in mid, maybe? Hey, Kakarot, how you doing? Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody, yeah. Either way, which also means we can get into some in-houses, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I can cast any in-houses today, but we're gonna get a few of those in as well, which will be nice. Be very, very nice. Taunt onto the Leoric, who just respawned into lane, but it's only just a Stukov and a Varian, and I don't think we're gonna be seeing a kill just yet. We also have the Banner of Dalaran for Varian. I mean, you're increasing the Cassia Q, Jaina overall. Zool, I think, actually gets spell power from that. Is Backlash considered spell power? I think it is. But I don't think it would change the percentage. I don't think. But probably like the Curse Strikes are empowered by that as well. Either way. Ooh, I need to let the in-house people know that I can actually cast some of their games. We'll do that after this game. Regardless, all right, we continue here into Volskaya Foundry. Not control point. We have the body committer being looked at by both teams, but no one actually going to be going for it. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. I want to get you all an idea of the damage healing experience going into the latter half of this game, as that's going to be an Entomb onto this Cassia. The Polymorph and the blow-up will be there. Poison Nova out from the Zool. Ring of Frost from Jaina connects. There's going to be so much damage out from Jaina, but there's no connection for a kill just yet. She burns all of her damage, and it's just not enough to find the kill as the Cassia was picked off. Jaina with the really quick ice block to survive power slide from the ETC. No mosh pit for the next 5 seconds. Huli has already gone down in this engagement. It's 1-for-1 thus far. Thrall throws out a Feral Spirit, not able to connect onto the enemy heroes as Orphea just works on the lane. 12,000 to 9,000 in experience when it comes to heroic kills, and we're not even looking at mercenaries or anything. That's crazy. The Hen looking for more of those Crash Lightning stacks. ETC does have Mosh Pit. Raw drops it in the middle of this top lane. Lurking Arm from Stukov will interrupt it. Taunt from the Varian will be trying to turn things around. ETC getting a little bit low. Syl is going to be hit with the Bone Prison from the Zool. Winter Rose continuing to clear things out, and this is Control Point C unlocking in the next 20-some seconds. No 20 talents here for the side of Bull Moose Party. Interesting choice, okay. Not choice, sorry. Just interesting for the setup right now. I'm skimming through talents as well. I'm just trying to read everything and look at this. Oh, I was wondering if we had... Okay, it is Universal Carrier. Okay. Spread of that's going to be really, really beneficial. All of our questing talents are finished except for Crash Lightning. Still working their way through that. Still scaling on it, but this is the choice that our the Bull Moose Party is going to go ahead and make, and they dive on to this Thrall underneath the fort. Protection used by the Varian. Huli comes in with a massive Entomb with the Buried Alive. That's going to also be the Eternal Feast, finding a double kill right now. That Eternal Feast still going as Toast stepped in for a second, but the Root from Thrall should set up another kill. And that's 3 dead. A keep could be attempted by the side of our blue team, but I'm wondering what is going to be the actual play from them. No 20 talent here still on the side of Bull Moose Party, and that was very hard punished as Bull Moose Party was trying to go for the top lane play. We see a lot of teams do that. All right, well, we don't have the objective. Let's let the enemy team get the objective, and we'll just siege through top. DeepFriedMingBalls is like, all right, we'll leave the objective, and we'll just fight you down 20 talents here. Slow poking through the top lane as well between the Thrall, Brightwing, and Orphea. With Zool back over here, Cassia coming back as well. Seems like our blue team will back off for now. Could actually get the fort in bottom lane as well. Still 3 dead on the opposing side. Actually, the Cassia and the Zool... No, Cassia died very early in the team fight. I think Zool was just alive at the end of that. Ouch, Kakarot. Ouch. It's a hard talent, I'll be honest. It's a hard talent. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I can see, you know, oh, there's value, it scales, but it's just Echo the Elements at level 1, or even just the Rolling Thunder for the 1v1 if you go into like a Deathwing or into like a Varian who's got a decent health pool. Like, that's a really, really good talent. It just, Crash Lightning feels so awkward. Like, the stacks feel so hard to complete. even if you get them, it feels like you get them way late in the game. Big Entomb out from the Leorc. That's a big Eternal Feast once again. That's going to be the kill into the Jaina first. Triglav Protector going to be bouncing that Ball Lightning around, and actually is Infinite Ball Lightning. Cassie has it up and available again. Leorc will go down. Ooh, this is a good turnaround from the red team. Big Rocket Glove out, and 20 Talent Tier is really turning things around for the members of Bull Moose Party. Get the kill into the Thrall. Triglav Protector with just the ETCs left. Hey, Sexy Axie. You're okay. Out of curiosity, like, Hen, do you mind me asking, like, did you what was the reasoning for the crash landing? I'm just curious. Was it because of the control points and everything? I'm just curious. Just inside. Hey, Steampunk. Bit of miscommunication. Okay. I was just wondering because like I saw you in the solo constantly, and I was like, oh, this has got to be so rough for the Thrall not rotating with the 4-stack and just being up against the enemy team. So okay, all right, thank you for the insight. I really do appreciate that. We end up rolling Leorc, and the team fights end up doing much of the solo laning. Yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah, I think I'm seeing the miscommunication. Okay, it happens though. It absolutely happens. Thanks for clarifying that. As we are going to be seeing the bottom keep front gate go down to the members of Bull Moose Party. DeepFriedMingBalls is going to slowly be respawning everyone, and it's not over just yet. We have another control point A that will respawn. Control point A, the second one, and it's like a sequel to a movie. It's honestly anyone's game. The fourth Triglav of the game could really take this. One big team fight could be either team's demise. That's another factor as well. Like, that's a big thing to consider here is just like, well, I mean, death timers are up there. Almost every heroic is off cooldown. We just have Earthquake about to come back. I'm looking at some of the level 20s here. What is Brightwing's Fairy Protector? Activate. Okay, right. And Orpheus is just increased damage, right? Each chaos consumed increased Orpheus spell power by 3% up to 30% after reaching a maximum. So it's increased by additional 30% last 10 seconds. Yeah. Okie dokie. More scaling. And right now, both these teams are just kind of scaling up their armament for the inevitable team fight that's going to be taking place around the map. I always love like the concept in Here's the Storm. It's like, I'm gonna go get a camp so that way you have something to do, and then the other team's like, I'm gonna go get a camp so you have something to do. just putting pressure on the map and forcing responses. Let's actually go ahead and rotate through the other numbers once again, get you an idea of what the damage, healing, and experience is looking like in the later half of the really late half of the game. 20 minutes in, control point A should be spawning fairly soon. I think it's 3 minutes from when the Triglav Protector goes down to when it's contestable again. And I didn't look at when the Triglav went down, but it's feeling fairly close. Unless there's a big rotation and it, nope, okay. It's just that nervous, like, I don't want to step into you, you don't want to step into me, because I mean, Leorc Entomb, that's terrifying. Like, Entomb, there's the Entomb, that's going to be the Orphea with the Eternal Feast. Entomb will end, protection from the Varian will be available, taunt onto the Thrall, who's going to be able to drop the Biotic Emitter, another taunt from the Varian, or excuse me, protection from the Varian. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, there was a mosh pit from the ETC, and there was no follow-up damage. ETC does get picked off. Ooh, bit of a split fight. A lot of good heroics, but unfortunately not really anything capitalized off of those heroics. That's the issue right there. A lot of really good just setup, just missing a wee bit of damage. Like, that's the unfortunate factor right there. Control point A is going to be spawning here in just a few seconds. Top and bottom are going to be need to be managed by the members of Bull Moose Party fairly soon. It's not dire. Could just take out the catapult, but gonna grab some more experience, keep that scaling going up, because you do scale, obviously, with your levels. It's not like, all right, well, we hit 20 and there's no value anymore. Entomb comes out, there's going to also be an Eternal Feast that will be Varian getting chomped. Which is actually, that's huge for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls, because their ETC is back in the next 13 seconds, Varian dead for 55. I don't think Varian gets back to this point in time. I don't think Varian respawns in time. Could be extremely close, I think. I want to just see what the red team's seeing right now. Okay. So they know Leorc's kind of floating around. I think it's just playing it safe. I think it's just playing it super, super safe on the side of the red team until Varian comes back. Yeah, it's 30 seconds, 50. No, it's not going to be happening here. Or if you're going to grab the camp for top lane. And let's see. Let's see what happens here. I don't expect Full Moose Party to invade onto this, but we'll have to see. No, there's no way. It'd be very, very courageous for them to do so, but God, look at this Triglav Protector. How much health does this thing have? 36,000 health. It does 810 damage to structures.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
All right, let's see. Triglav Protector. Variant protection, by the way. Triglav's opening up the gate right now. We have camps in top lane. Jaina just poking out with some damage here and there. Gunnar getting some value into the keep itself. Banner coming out from the Varian. Triglav is on the keep. You just gotta go in for this one, I do believe. This Triglav just annihilates the keep and you can pretty much go core. It has so much health, 36,000, and it deals so much structural damage, but it seems like the members of DeepFriedMingBalls will back off for now. Not going to step into the enemy team with the Triglav Protector. Actually, Thrall is the only one inside of it. Orphea did jump out, maybe looking for an Eternal Feast. The Thrall comes out as well. There's the Eternal Feast. The Mosh Pit's going to be inside the Entomb. Everybody's dancing except for Varian, who's going to be dead. Triple kill for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls as Bull Moose Party needs to back off. And the Triglav, they're going to go back for it and grab it to end the game. I absolutely love it. The triple kill comes through. The Triglav's not even necessary, but it's like, hey, you know what? Let's end the game with a little bit of flourish. Let's end the game a little quicker with this extra damage on the Triglav Protector. And look at that shielding. Just it's going to be annihilated immediately. Ooh, ETC bopping some people around right now. Did go into Torbos actually at level 20, and oh, that's probably how they got the Mosh Pit inside the Entomb. I felt like he just dropped it in place, but either way. Power Slide into the core, it's not going to be happening. Triglav Protector will fall, potentially before the core does. Oh no, that was a big jump and punch, and that'll be game over the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. GG, well played. Hey, Giggle. If they don't park the bot, they lose for sure. Oh yeah, I mean yeah. You don't win that team fight in the Triglav. Triglav Protector is not good for team fighting. It sieges, and that's what it does. Not good, people. Got it. Oh, I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out the games. We are gonna do some in-houses as well. I love doing this. This is a blast. So we're gonna do some in-houses in a little bit. I can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to get 4 more players over there. But we still have 1 more game. We still have to figure out. Well, we have 1 or 2 more games. Excuse me. It's not good in general, you mean? Such a garbage objective. It does structural damage. These are replays? Yeah, I was just grabbing a couple NGS replays. We're going to get into live in-houses in a little bit. The in-houses will be live. These replays, I was just like, you know what? I want to start streaming early because I won't be able to stream into the afternoon. So let's just do some NGS replays. I owe, in my opinion, I owe some of these. So we're gonna do some of these. Wow, this is a draft. Okay, this is a draft. I hope you're all excited about this one. Holy crap. Gotta go buy some meat in a bit. We'll be thinking about... Oh, Steampunk. Steampunk, what kind of meat you buying? Tell me about your meat. You gonna slap it? You gotta slap your meat. If you don't slap the meat, I don't know why you're even here. Cho'Gall? No, there's no Cho'Gall. No. But it's still a really good draft either way. Oh, ouch. Ah. Woo. Not enough tea today. Steampunk, please. It's time for corned beef. I actually have some corned beef in my I was gonna say closet, in my fridge. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Yeah, like I don't even know how. Like, I'm so anxious as to how I want to eat the closet corn. Yeah, as to like how I want to like eat it. Like, do I want to like cook it? Do I want to like make some mashed potatoes? Do I just want to slice it up and throw it in a sandwich? I'm so like not petrified, but I'm just like, how do I want to eat this? It's entirely too early for this kind of talk, and it's never too early. So, Sophia, how you doing, friend? Fridge, we call it the cool closet. Yeah, the cool. I have corned beef in my cool closet. Good, thanks. Okay, good. Oh, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Oh, this is fun. Oh, beef. I was like, so much for some corn? Oh, yeah. Alrighty, everybody. Let's go ahead and get into our next game. Let's see if the members of Bull Moose Party can ride it back, reel it back in. I don't know. Words are hard. Let's go ahead and get on into Garden of Terror. Welcome back, everybody, to the Nexus Gaming Series. On the left-hand side, we have the members of DeepFriedMingBalls, up 1 in this best-of-3 series, with Miss So-and-so on the Brightwing, Hooli to be on the Garrosh. We have Kakarot? Kakarot? On the Malthael, the Hen is going to be on the Valera, and Silver Arrow will be on that Orphea. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Bull Moose Party. Winter Rose on the Big Boy Asmodan. Mass Assassin is going to be on the Muradin. Toast on the, dear Lord, Kel'Thuzad. Iggy will be on the May, and Krizo will be on that Malfurion. Ah, similar to the German Kurzkrank. Kirk Kiro, thank you. Oh, wait. In Dutch, cooling closet? Interesting. Just call him Kirk? Okay, thank you. Welcome to my stream where I mispronounce the names and everything's made up. Sorry. I miss whose line is it anyways. Alrighty, let's see. We do have a Siege build from the Asmodan so far. Brightwing for Bribe at level 1. I rarely, if ever, see this. It's usually still Hypershift just because cooldown reduction from Hypershift is just so insane. Kirk is going to go into Winter Rose in this top lane, which should be an easy time for Malthael. Mid lane, we are going to see the Brightwing set up the kill for the kill. Set up the kill for the kill. Set up the kill into Kel'Thuzad. Muradin's still pushing in through bottom lane, and there's actually going to be a bit of minion, I think, difference in this. No, actually not. I thought, no, I forgot. The Hen's been making rotations around and catching the extra waves. I saw the Hen in bottom lane earlier, and I was like, wait, there's no one down here. Is no one catching the bottom soak? But it's absolutely going to be that. I think Hen might have rotated out to potentially find a kill into the enemy team through mid lane. Might have actually been the setup into the Kel'Thuzad, and we just missed that completely. But Kirk is going to be fine up against Winter Rose in top lane. I actually don't know who kind of like wins out in the 1v1. Like, Asmodan's got a big health pool, and that's what Malthael's love. But Asmodan, as I said, he's got a big health pool, so he can kind of get back to the gate, and he can play around the ability to summon minions and laser, and so... We'll have to see how it all works out in the end, but right now this is going to be camps to be grabbed by both sides before the first objective phase. We have the Siege Giants through mid from both sides. We have the Bruisers into bottom lane from the side of DeepFriedMingBalls as the Hen is going to clear things out down there. I'm excited for this first objective phase, specifically the Valeras. It's always something that I'm excited to cast and watch because I don't get to cast a lot of Valeras. Asmodan, as always, of course, my favorite hero in the game. But Valeras, it's one of those things we don't get to see many Valeras, and it's always cool to see how they impact some of these team fights. I would love to see. I don't think we had Valera in season 1 of CCL. I'd love to see some in the next season. No Li Ming on DeepFriedMingBalls. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. Oh god. Alright, sorry. I'm reading chat. We just have a little bit of poke right now over the objective phase. Malthael and Asmodan still battling it out in top lane. Actually, Asmodan hearthing back to maybe join the friendly team. Hooli's going to get the phase shift from Brightwing. that go off? I feel like Hooli's health didn't actually go up whatsoever. Anyways, chains go off from the Kel'Thuzad, who will be the target of Hooli and friends, and that'll be another kill over to the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. Channel from Silver Arrow will be interrupted by Mass Assassin, who gets the Stormbolt into the back. Ooh, no Sledgehammer at 4. Gonna be going into the Reverberation. Okay. I'm still like, I don't know, like, I'm still a big fan of the Stormhammer build from not Falstad, from the Ground Murden. Or from the Ground Falstad, there we go. It's just, the scaling of it all is really, really good. You can siege with it. You can defend with it pretty well. It's more damage. I know it did get nerfed, but Sledgehammer, though, didn't. Just the level 1 got nerfed. We need an icy healer. But Sally Whitemane is icy with her personality. Okay, I'm done. Next objective is going to be spawning here, and it will be in favor for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls based on the positioning around the map right now. We have Toast and Malfurion, excuse me, not Toast and Malfurion, Toast and Crizzo rotating from that Siege Giant camp. One dunk from Azmodan will stall things out. Miss So-and-so going for the channel once again. Garrosh pulling the minions away so that way Brightwing can get the channel, which will be interrupted by the Death and Decay from the Kel'Thuzad as the big chains come out onto Silver, who gets thrown away. Indomitables used by Hooli as well to make sure those chains really didn't get any value, if I'm not mistaken. And the objective is contested by both sides right now. Let's go ahead and actually cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we haven't seen our levels for our towns for quite some time, just not that new, the experience, damage, and healing. Dive onto Iggy right now from the Malthael. Crow freeze to be used. Big dunks out from the Azmodan as well, trying to find a little extra damage. Mass Assassin Dwarf tosses in, but was it a mistake? Doesn't seem like it is for now. Ooh, I lied. It absolutely was a mistake, as they were too far forward and will get picked off by the members of DeepFriedMingBalls. And without the Muradin, I'm assuming this is going to be disengaged. Maybe a little bit of poke here and there for Toast, trying to get some chains out. Won't be able to connect. Hooli, ooh, actually, Valera, the hen, trying to get onto Iggy right there. Dunk out from Azmodan, stalls things out once again. Root, everything being thrown on top of this Garrosh. I don't think Garrosh can walk out of this one. Chains go out, but they will miss the Orphea, and in the end, Garrosh lives here. I cannot believe it. Boo? All right. All right, sorry, Ektar. How you doing, bud? Boo this man! All I think about is the Hannibal Buress, just like, why are you booing me? Gavin Gaming, how you doing, friend? Sorry about that. I looked over at chat, and the Malthael will get picked off by the Azmodan. Looking at some stack stuff right now. Jaina with the Fingers of Frost. Excuse me. I don't know how I looked at that and thought of Jaina. I've just never seen a Valera take Vigor at level 1, and my brain. Okay, anyways. After gathering 20 regeneration globes, increase Valera's maximum energy to 120%. Okay. Valera generates an additional 3 energy per second. Okay, all right. I never see this. I never see this at level 1, and I don't know how I thought it was Jaina. Not even in the game. Probably, I'm gonna blame chat because y'all were talking about Jaina. That's how that works. Kel'Thuzad at 17 out of the 30 stacks on the Master of the Cold Dark. So they do have that Glacial Spike right now, but going to be needing a few more stacks to be able to get that 75 increased spell power. There's going to be a big combo going out onto Malthael. Muradin Dwarf tosses in. Doesn't have the Dwarf block. Big Crushing Jaws coming out from the Orphea with that 10 talent here, and Muradin goes down, flying across our screen. Hooli going for the channel, gets hit with the with the chains from Kel'Thuzad. Dunk out from the Azmodan actually will not hit Hooli, so this will be Garden Terrors spawning in favor for DeepFriedMingBalls, top, mid, and bottom. Still don't know how the Valera works. I refuse to learn. Push buttons, win game. Vigor is probably the second best level 1 for Valera. It's way easier to use than Crippling Poison. Yeah, I think Crippling Poison is what we always see because of just the burst ability that it adds to her in general, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because you're applying damage over time with your abilities, which is just a great way to, obviously, slowly kind of whittle someone down after the fight. I believe that's how it works. Not 100% sure. I personally do not play enough Valera to know. But maybe with all this casting of her, maybe I'll learn a little bit further. Alrighty, sorry, I'm looking over at Discord and giggling at things that people are posting. Winter Rose is going to be threatened by Malthael, but not enough. There's not enough damage for a Last Rites application. So, with that, this will be Garden Terror ending. One fort in bottom lane goes down. Should be a fort in top lane as well, with so many members of DeepFriedMingBalls in this upper lane. Valeera almost done with her quest. Wow, I actually can't believe it. Silver Arrow, I missed this earlier, actually finished Growing Nightmare again. I feel like I never see this talent on Orphea. I feel like it's overwhelming power. I think it's the level 1 that we often see from her. She's mostly auto attack build now. But this, I rarely see it, and I rarely see it being finished out. But Silver Arrow, in back-to-back games thus far, has finished this out. Excuse me, that's going to be a Crushing Jaws from the Orphea, pulling the Muradin in. Last Rites is going to go out onto Muradin, doesn't find the kill. Big snowball out from the Mei. Hooli's going to try and find something with that Warlord's Challenge. It's not working out just yet for Hooli, who goes down. Silver Arrow is able to grab the camp. The Hen going to be coming back in, tries to get the burst onto Iggy, does not work out. A double kill over to the side of our red team. Members of Bull Moose Party. Starting to build some momentum for themselves, but need to close that experience gap and build out the Sasmodan a little bit further as well. Can't auto if they keep walking you and you don't. Wait, what? Slows let you keep doing damage. Oh, true. Valeera has a 2.5 second silent that goes through Medivh's protect is least fun. Oh, really? Huh. Today I learned. Because it's silence, and protection is just protection from damage, right? Protection doesn't stop you from being... Because it's not... like, invulnerable or whatever. Anyway, sorry. Asmodan actually will get picked off by the Valeera up in the top lane. I'm watching, like, it's Garden of Terror, so I'm trying to watch around the minimap, but I'm also glancing over at chat every so often, and it's very, very interesting. This is actually a really, really fun game, because it was looking very strong for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls, and right now, Bull Moose Party, they're putting some pressure onto this enemy team. The Asmodan did get picked off just now, but it's even talent tiers, and can a fight actually break out in favor for the side of Bull Moose Party? They are backing off. Crushing Jaws comes out, sidestepped by Toast. The enemy team steps in further. Last Rites will go out onto the Kel'Thuzad, and the Snowball pushes back the Hen. Very good staggered death just as Asmodan comes back by the members of DeepFriedMingBalls. Such a name. Kirk to grab the camp right now. Orphea will manage top lane. Brightwing might have a bribe for the camp. Just one stack right now, so could utilize that to just bribe one unit, and we'll do exactly that so Silver can finish out camp easily. What are our camp timers around the map? I'm just kind of looking around. Nothing soon except for the Siege Giants. There could be an invade over those onto the side of Bull Moose Party. 16 talent here is really close for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see the 16 being hit by our blue team and then them rushing and trying to invade onto a camp. Ooh, but there is going to be the spawn of the Seed. I think, realistically, Bull Moose Party gives this one over. It's 2 out of 3. It's not going to be Garden Terror. And Bull Moose Party, you just rotate and you find that level that you're lacking. I think that's the smart plan. Seed, though, is spawning. Here's the other thing to note, too. Bull Moose Party, they're all showing in the top lane. DeepFriedMingBalls knows how many members are up here because of the wave clear. Same can be said on the opposing side, though. We actually jump onto their vision. There was quite a few showing in bottom, pushing up this wave. But either way, Garrosh will be able to grab this. And also, for anyone that doesn't know, the objective is true, or not true sight, but it has vision. It has global vision, and you can see that because we're looking at the red team. Asmodan going to go siege in through top lane, splitting, and just trying to push and open things up further. This is risky, though. You are very, very far forward on this Asmodan, and the enemy team has burst, lockdown, and, well, they have a Valeera. It's terrifying. Asmodan going to try and hearth through the bush, but that might have been telegraphed a little bit. Kirk comes in here, gets the interrupt onto that arrow coming in as well. Asmodan going to try and laser through this, but the chomp will be enough and finds the kill into Asmodan, who got a tower off of that front gate in top lane. This is why I'm not a big personal fan of split push Asmodean like this, because it can get punished so very hard, and now you are, not now, but you are fairly consistently without someone for a team fight. It is going to be 4v5 because you're trying to split and just push things up. We'll have to see if it works out in the end, but right now, doesn't seem like it got a lot of value from the respawn to the top lane run. That's just my personal 2 cents on it. Muradin trying to find the Stormhammer into one of the enemy members. Is this a avalanche? Oh, excuse me. There's a snowball going out onto the Brightwing, who's now underneath the keep. Muradin dwarf tosses away. The Crushing Jaws comes out, but will not connect onto anyone. That's Chris taking a lot of damage and goes down. Silver Arrow stepping into the Muradin for a second with some of her damage, but actually backs off with the Shadow Waltz. Asmodean back is going to be just harassed a little bit. Muradin getting thrown around. The silence is out as well, and the Hen finds... Actually, Brightwing sneaks the kill off of that one, and another seed has spawned. Orphea finishes out her level 7 talent, and I believe that's just more damage, right? No. It's cooldown reduction and mana refund. Excuse me. There is damage increase over as you were doing the quest, though, so there is that factor as well. But another Garden Terror for the side of our blue team. Bottom lane's gonna get pushed out very far. The Garden Terror spawns up as far as your minion wave. As in comparison to like Tomb of the Spider Queen, where it spawns up as far as the enemy minion wave is. Oh, okay, that's not for me. 18 to 16 in our levels, and let's actually go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like as the Garden Terror will be pushing through these lanes. Can a keep be found for the side of DeepFriedMingBalls? Garrosh versus plus Valera feels ouchies, yes. Missed the early game. Was it off lane May? I think, maybe, not 100% sure. Malthael self-cleanses right there. Garden Terror spawning down lanes. Bottom lane already cleared out. Mid lane will not find a keep, but opens up the front gate. Top lane still fairly healthy. I do want to note as well that in comparison to Tomb of Spider Queen, the Garden Terrors do not naturally lose health over time. Isn't compared to Garden of Terror, oh my god, Tomb of Spider Queen, where these spiders will slowly lose health when they're just in lane, regardless of them actually taking any damage from something. That's a big pull in from the Kel'Thuzad. Big Shadow Fissure as well. Huli actually tanking shots from the keep itself, burns through that natural armor. Last Rites is applied by the Malthael, but May is able to stay alive through the Malfurion, but the Orphea gets the snipe in the end. Muradin dwarf tosses away just as the silence is applied. Interesting. Orphea gonna be, Muradin dwarf tosses back in, and that is gonna be a very risky play. Kel'Thuzad does finish their Master of the Cold Dark stacks. That 75 increased spell power is available, but with 2 dead, the siege is available in through bottom lane. Kel'Thuzad trying to find the burst into Huli, but this Garrosh is just too thick. Silver Arrow needs 1 auto. Asmodean throws out the Siege Giants. Throws out the I'm blanking on the name. Demonic Invasion. Winter Rose. Oh wow, Huli almost dies there, but then the members of DeepFriedMingBalls just come back in and say like, cool, we'll just go ahead and clean things up. Crushing Jaws not sidestepped by Kriz, and that'll be Orphea finding that kill with the help of Valera. All 5 members of the red team technically go down. May just now respawning. This is a big defense for our May, and I don't think she's going to be able to do anything about this right now. Big Silence, big Warlords challenge, and that is going to be the Garden Terror game, our second best of 3 of the day, going over to the side of DeepFriedMingBalls. Now they're just farming kills. But either way, that'll be game going over to the side of them. GG, well played. They take the series in a 2-0 fashion. Oops. Sigrid, thank you for the follow during that game.